Hello. Four. I hope everyone is enjoying the module so far. The comment seems as though everyone is enjoying it. I'm learning a lot, which is good. The reason why I'm doing this is because I wish I had someone to teach me all of this. So I'm so happy that I could teach you or help you or just change your life or change your mindset on budgeting. Budgeting is not some restricted method that takes your money away from you. Actually, not budgeting does that. You end up like, where's my money? What happened? Why do I owe so much debt to the bank or whatever? So budgeting is just basically being aware and solving a problem. So, okay, now I'm aware that this is the problem. This is where my bills are going. This is where I'm overspending. This is who I owe. Okay, now how can I solve that problem? I need to do this step. If I want to save money and I'm struggling to find money to save in my income, then I can do some saving challenges where I save 10 rand and whatever. If I want to pay debt but I have no idea where to start, okay, maybe I can start by the step watching module 4 and then taking it day by day. Okay, now first question here is, okay, so basically module 4 is about being aware of your debt and your feelings. Okay, so be aware of how much you owe, who you owe, and how do you actually feel about that. Right, so in how much total debt do you have? So in total, how much are you owing? So for me today, I'm going to focus on my loan just because the loan is my biggest nightmare. So this is my debt, right? I've got the loan. So let me actually write it down here. So it says here, create a debt list. So I'm going to write it down here for you. But today I'm only going to focus on one because I don't want to confuse you with consolidating and, combining all the debt into one and then you confuse what am I paying off. So I'm just going to focus on one at a time. That's what works for me. If I was learning and I was, you watching these modules, I would maybe understand better if you just pay them one debt at a time. Okay. Just want to check if the camera is still fine. Okay, so debt number 1 is my F&B loan. That's my first debt. Debt number 2 is my car. I'm paying off my car. And then number 3 is my Nedbank credit card. Okay, so those are my 3 debts that I'm trying to pay off. But the one I'm focusing on today is the F&B loan. Okay, now you're going to ask yourself, how much is each? How much do you owe on each debt? If you have just one, then it's just obviously the one. So for my F&B loan, we are currently sitting on 34,500 now. And I'll tell you how I've dropped it like that, especially if you follow me on Instagram, because you already see me do my debt updates over there. And I was on 44,500 last month. How did I drop 10,000? But we'll get onto that. My car, I'm on 186 in total. And then Nedbank card is just 12,500. 500 in total. So that one I'm not worried about because I can literally just pay it off whenever I'm ready. So I'm not really stressed about that one. Now you also need to know the interest for each debt. Okay, so my FNB loan, the reason why it's my biggest focus is because it's got the biggest interest of 25.75%. That's massive. That is huge. Okay, I don't want this in my life, because what ends up happening is every time I pay the minimum payments, I end up just paying interest, but not the actual loan. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So let's for example, let me see at the back here if I've actually wrote down. I remember writing it somewhere. Okay, so over here, as you can see, I wrote down how much is my minimal payment. But what happens is 25% of what I'm owing becomes something like this. So whenever the minimum payment deducts money, it's actually deducting the interest. That is not going down. So it's just like I'm not going anywhere. If it goes down, it goes down by like 25 Rand or something like really minimal. So I started to just go away with minimal payments. Yes, they come off because I don't want any problems, and then I add onto it because it is my FNB loan and I get paid on FNB. I can just transfer from one account to another. Okay, now you're gonna write so my car interest is 7%. And I don't know what's my net bank, because I've tried looking, I can't find it for some odd reason, but it's not big as well. Minimum payment for FNB loan, as you saw, it's 2017. For my car payments, I think I'm now paying 24 on my car a month, and for my net bank it is 650. Okay, so these are minimal payments. This is how much should go off my account a month for all my debts. Right, now let's focus on just the FNB loan, just so you have an idea of what am I talking about. So I hope you got your BFF out, you're writing this down with me. Write down all your debts, write your list, write your balance, how much you owe, write your interest, and write how much is your minimum payment. So now what you're going to do is you're going to calculate these three. Let me grab my phone. I can't seem to find my calculator. So we're going to go 34,500 plus 18,600. I need to add one more zero. Plus 1,2,500. So that is how much I actually owe. Like, it's a lot of money. 233,000. But majority is the car, which is fine. That one is necessary. I needed a car for safety, for traveling, for going to work. Okay, so in total it's 233,000. That's how much I owe. And the minimum payments are 2017 plus 2400 plus 650, 5067 a month. Okay, now let's talk about, so this one over here you already know. This one over here you already know because you see it on my monthly budget. This one here you don't know about because I don't really track it on my expenses, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, and this one here as well you don't know about because you don't track it on the monthly expenses, because I will tell you why again. Okay, so if we have a look now, the questions here: how much total debt do you have? So you can write down how much total debt you have. So for me it's 233,000. Okay, Okay, and in 2 words, how does this make you feel? So ask yourself. This is when you actually tap into the emotional side of things, where you will be motivated to pay your debt. For me, I have to look at my vision board, and I have to ask myself, what is debt going to block me in? Is it going to block me from traveling because I have so much debt and I cannot afford to travel? Is it going to block me from buying a house? Is it going to block me from, things like that? You have to ask yourself, what is your vision and what is debt actually stopping you or blocking you from doing? That should spark your motivation. For me, it's obviously, like I said, getting a home for my family. And if I have so much debt, that is going to be hard for me to maintain. Even if maybe I would qualify from the bank, but now it means I'm adding more to debt into my life, which means I have no control over my money coming in now, because every single money coming in, I owe so much debt. That means I need to pay, a lot of money a month. So in 2 words, how does this make you feel? Be honest with yourself, sit down, think about it, or maybe you already know exactly how it makes you feel. For me, it makes me feel angry and trapped. Okay, that's how it makes me feel. Angry and trapped. Like, can you imagine being trapped and having nowhere to go? Okay, sorry about that. I got a little bit distracted by my husband over here. Anyways, I was talking about how it makes you feel to feel like you are owing someone. Can you imagine at the end of the month, your income comes in, you get paid 12,000 rand a month, and that is how much needs to come out your account. 5,067 needs to come out of your account. So that means you are left with what? Let's calculate. So it means you're left with like 7,000 in your account. Now you have to pay rent, which is maybe, 3.5. You're now left with 3.5 in your account. You have to have transport money to go to work, or you have to pay for your car plus petrol. So now you're on a deficit already. Because maybe you're paying for a car. I don't know how much is a car. Maybe let's say like me, 2.4. So now you are left with, maybe 1.1. And then you have to put petrol to go to work. There's still food, there's still Wi-Fi, there's still other things that you need to survive, to live, to get to work, to just basically enjoy your life. So what happens is you are already on a deficit. By the 5th day after getting paid, you have 0 in your account. You actually start borrowing money. Now you're just moving backwards, because at the end of the month, when you get paid again, you have to pay back the money that you've borrowed. Plus that, if you don't make these payments, they're going to add on to it. Like the following month, it's going to be more than that. Because if I don't pay for my car, no one is going to nudge me and annoy me. But the following month, I'm not going to just pay 4.8. It will be 4.8 plus a penalty fee that they try to deduct from FNB, plus some accumulated interest. It's just a nightmare. So it makes me feel angry. It makes me feel trapped. It makes me feel like I'm moving backwards. I don't have a way to go forward, basically. Okay, now when you've tapped in that feeling emotionally and it makes you angry and you're like, how can I just live a life of freedom? How can I do that? That's when you start being serious. That's when you start sacrificing a lot of things, like going out, like buying clothes. I don't buy a lot of clothes, and it's because I'm trying to be debt free. Okay, so in 2 words, how will being debt free make you feel? How will that make you feel? For me, it will make me feel in control. In control over my finances, in control over my money, my life, my day-to-day. Not a random deduction just coming off just because I owe them. So it make me feel in control, and the big one that God gave us is freedom. I'll feel free. I'll feel free. I'll get my income and no weird deduction comes off. That's my income. That's what I worked for this whole month. That's the feeling that I want, and that's why I'm working so hard, and I'm staying consistent, and I'm doing side hustles, and I'm growing businesses. I'm learning skills on how to make candles, how to make journals, how to teach, how to grow on YouTube, so I can get a second stream of income, so I can pay off my debt and be free. I want to travel without, owing anyone. I want to be able to go 100% on Norma's diary and not feel like, oh, if I lose my 9-to-5 job, how am I going to pay my bills, like my car, etc. So I want to get rid of all of that, Okay. Now let's have a look at the solutions. Okay, so now we know how much we owe, how it makes us feel, why getting out will be so amazing. How can we get out? Righty. So I'm just going to try and zoom you in. Okay. Number 1, snowball method. This is the popular one. This is what everyone does. Not everyone, sorry. Most people do. This one is for people who want to see quick fix. So if you're a quick fix kind of person, you want to see progress now. You want to feel like you're doing something now. Snowball method is for you. So what is the snowball method? Paying off first the debt with the smallest balance amount. Because the smallest balance amount, you can just hit it, done, and then you feel like, wow, okay, done. Maybe you also feel motivation out of that, and then you start tapping on the other debts. So let's have a look at mine. That means it would be my net bank, just 12,500. Let me focus on that. 12,500 Rand divided by 12 months. That is 1,000 a month. I'll be done by the end of the year. But that one is still accumulating. That one is still freaking 25%. Wow. That is still accumulating a lot of interest into that. Because I'm not focusing on the loan right now. I'm focusing on this. Just so I can see this go. And then I can focus on the next one, which will be that. Okay. Now, avalanche method. That is the one that I am currently using. Which is paying off first the debt with the highest interest rate. Because when you calculate the interest alone times, so they gave me, for example, for this loan, they gave me 6 years. Is it 6 years, 60 months? I think so. Let's go 60 divided by 12. 5 years. 5 years to pay it off. 60 months to pay it off. Now, can you imagine how much will that... Oh my God. Can you imagine how much I will end up paying if I actually pay it off in 5 months? So let's go 2017 times 12 months. That's how much I'll pay a year. And then times 5 years. I'll end up paying 121,000. What? 121,000. Let me tell you a backstory of this loan over here, and why you don't see it in my monthly expenses. Because I did see a comment. I think I did see a comment saying, why don't I talk about my debt when I'm doing my monthly budget? This loan here was taken because I wanted to start Norma's Diary. I believed in the business. I believed in you guys, wanting these products. And I was scared because a lot of people comment and say, I want this, I want that, where did you get, I want that. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I've been watching a lot of small businesses and, businesses that failed. A lot of people were told, I want this, I want this. So then they ordered a lot of stock. So let's say, for example, I'm selling bags, handbags. A lot of people are like, I want your bag, I want your bag, I want your bag. Then I order 300 bags, from China, from, Singapore, from Asia, for wherever you are ordering from. And then only 2 people buy. Now you've got a loan from the bank for your business to start your business and start getting stock. The loan is 25% interest, and the stock is not selling. So I've been watching a lot of those videos prior to starting Norma's Diary. So I was so scared. And then you know what, I was like, I'm going to take a leap of faith and just do this. And I did this before our wedding, so I did this in June. This loan is from June. So in 12 months, by June this year, I want to finish this loan. It's going to be gone because Norma's diary has done well. And how we've paid off the other 10,000, because the last update, which was last month, it was on 44,500. Now it's on 34,500. KB and I decided that, okay, every single order, I'm taking 100 Rand from it and I'm putting it into the loan. So we made 100 orders. So obviously that's 10,000 Rand, and we put 10,000 into the loan. So now it's on 34,000. So the next restock, we're going to do the same. Every single order, we're going to take 100 Rand and put it into the loan. So we're putting back into our business loan from our business money. The business profit money, I'm not using it to buy shoes, to buy a Chanel bag, to buy a new phone, or whatever. I'm using it off to pay off this loan, and then we'll move on to the next thing. We'll see whatever it is, which also the credit card is part of the business, what I had to use to buy for the business and grow and start Norma's diary, basically, properly. Okay, so that's the backstory of my loan. It was nothing, weird. I did kind of was ashamed of it at the beginning, but then I was like, you know what? I have to be honest. This is Norma's diary values, or Norma's diary brand. If you already know me, I'm a very transparent person, very honest person, and I like providing value to anyone. So to you guys, because you are my loyal subscribers, you are my people, I provide a lot of value, free content, anything like value. I am transparent, and also I am honest. Honesty is just Norma, like not even Norma's diary brand, like just Norma. I'm a very honest person. I'm not mean. My mom is more honest and aggressive. I'm just more honest, and I think because she raised me, I am honest. Like I'm just like direct and honest. But I think that also helps with the budget, because me being an honest person, I wanted to know, what am I owing? What is my money? What is my finances looking like? Where do I need to work with? Okay, I'm earning this much money, and these are my expenses and bills. I'm obviously not making enough money. Let me get another income. What can I do? What side hustles? What can I do? I need to grow my skills. I need to learn InDesign. I need to learn Photoshop. I need to learn how to make candles. I need to a lot of things, because I need to build a skill. I need to bake brownies. I'm very good at baking. So I started baking brownies. At work, they buy brownies and stuff, and that brings me in a little bit of money and things like that. So I have to be honest with myself. I'm not making enough money for the bills that I have. What can I do then? I need another income. Okay, so that's basically for you to understand my debt, and obviously the car. I just needed a reliable car, because the car I had prior was breaking and I had to fix it every single month, and you might as well just pay off in installments then too, because I was driving a Mercedes-Benz before. It was just always needing some maintenance that is super expensive. If you drive a Mercedes, you know. Okay, so I'm using the avalanche method. So I'm focusing on the debts that has the highest interest rate first, which is my FNB loan. And my payments for my FNB loan are coming out of my business card. Okay, so you won't see it on my budgets, because it's not coming out of my check account that I get paid in, and I do my budgets in every single month. It will confuse you if I do 2 budgets a month and blah blah blah. So I do a business budget and I do a personal budget, and I show you guys a personal budget. The business one, I do it on the side by myself. Maybe one day I can actually add it and show you guys if there are other ladies that, or even men, sorry, that have small businesses and you would appreciate to see a business budget video. Comment down below. Lastly, rollover. Rollover comes after snowball and avalanche for a reason. So once one debt has been paid off, add that minimum payment to the next debt as an extra payment to kickstart the momentum of paying off your next debt quicker. Now let me explain what I'm trying to say. So it says once one debt has been paid off. So as you can see, I'm tackling this one, right? Like coming for it. I'm not playing. So 2017 is the minimum payment. Once that one is done, add that minimum payment to the next debt as an extra payment to kickstart the momentum and pay it off quick. So take the 2017, add it to the 650, because that will be the next one that I'm tackling. add it to the 650, and then start paying that one, and then that will be done quickly. So it means I don't have an extra 2017 at the end of the month. That's what it means. It means once I've completed the F&B loan, I'm done. It's not like, oh, now I've got an extra 2017. Let me go shopping. No, it means that I still have debt. That 2017 will be added to this, which means it's going to be 2667. So it's going to be 266. Let's write it down so you guys can understand. So once I have paid off the F&B loan, so let's say tick done, I've now got a 2017, right? That I've been paying every single month. Okay, now it's just there as an extra on my income because it's no longer going to come off now because the loan is done. Just want to see if you can see. Let me use a red pen. So now this extra 2017 that's in my account is not just extra money for me to go spending. It's going to be added onto the 650, which is the credit card. So in total, now we have 2667. So this 2667 is going to be on the credit card every single month up until I pay off the 12,550. Okay, does that make sense? Oh, 500, sorry. Hope that makes sense. So once that has been done, we're now going to take, so now let's say the net bank is done, right? We are now going to take 2667 plus 24. And that is now how much we are going to pay. And I'm guessing that is 5067. And that's how much is going to go into the car now. So I still don't have extra money. Because all of this will now go into the car. And all of this is a total of that amount that we pay every month. That total amount is now going into the car only up until I pay the car quickly. Okay, that is the rollover effect that a lot of people don't talk about, but this is how you're going to get out of your debt quickly. Okay, so start tracking your balance, not how much you have paid. This is the mistake I was doing. Okay, now we're going to open up at the back. Okay, so it says here you can track by writing down how much you have paid and how much is your balance by using a visual tracker, which is at the back of this planner. So over here I've got these little tabs that I bought from CNA, I think, PNA. Okay, so this is me tracking my expenses. Just every time I pay, I write it down and I keep track of it. Okay, let me write down now the 10,000. So just want to check if you can see. Okay, so F&B loan is the title of the debt amount, because right here, this page over here is just going to focus on one debt. This page over here is just going to focus on just the credit card. This page over here is just going to focus on the car for me. I know a few people like put them all in once and then track them different titles. That is absolutely fine. Whatever works for you. For me, I'm more of a one at a time kind of person. So the amount we put in was 10,000. So thank you to all the 100 people who ordered. It's helping me give back to the business as obviously I took the loan for it, which means now we are left with 34,500. Okay. So when did I pay this again? When did I pay it again? It was very recent though. I think like last week. Can't remember the date, but I'll write it down here when I remember or when I check on my bank. So now this is the tracker. Okay. Remember I said track. Let's go back. Start tracking your balance, not how much you have paid. My mistake was, okay, so I would pay the minimum 2017, right? 2017 to pay for this balance over here every month. So I would do this. I would take 2017 divided by 560, and I'll be like, oh, let me color in 3 sunflowers. So if you have a look here, we've got 100 sunflowers, and then we've got the total debt, 55,900. So let's round it up to 56,000. So now we're 56,000 divided by 100 sunflowers, which is 560. So every time you've paid 560, you're going to color in a sunflower. When you've completed this, it means you have paid off your debt. Okay, that's easy, right? Makes sense? Okay, let me break it down to you a little bit. It's not as simple as I was doing it. So remember I said I took my minimum payment that they take from my business account every single month, and I divided that by the 560, and it said 3.6, and I'd be like, okay, let me color in 3 sunflowers. No, that is not how it works. Absolutely not. I was so confused. Why am I saying I'm paying off this amount, but when I look at my balance, it shows that I've only paid like 1,300. So what you do is, see, we've got 55,900. You calculate how much your account says you have left. So I'm gonna leave it somewhere here. Let me see, 30 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna leave it somewhere here to say how much I have left in my account currently, which is 34,500. That is how much I left. Now you take the total. So 56, that what we agreed on. Take the total, minus it from the balance. Not how much was deducted from your account. Minus it from the balance. So the balance is 34,500, which means 21,500 has been paid onto this loan. I know you're probably like, no, I've paid more than that, because if you take 2017 times blah 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 payments, no, because there's interest and all that nonsense. So just minus the balance, 21,500. Now divide that by 560, and now we've got 38 sunflowers to color in. So obviously I've got more sunflowers to color in now, which makes me very happy. Okay, so here is 10 sunflowers, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, now because I don't want to confuse anyone, I'm going to redo the step again, but using that balance over here, the 44,500. Don't worry about this one for now, just because I don't want to confuse you. The 44,500. Now let's have a look. So let's say, for example, I'm still on 44,500 as my balance. I'm also going to attach it somewhere here on the screen so you can see. I'm trying to explain as much as possible. Tell me if I would have been a good teacher, guys. So 44,500 is what's left, right? So we go 56,000. So total, should I write it up here? So total, let me see if you can see. Okay, total minus balance. Okay, minus 44,500 equals 11,500. So equals remaining, equals paid, paid amount. So that is the amount you have paid. So total minus the balance on your account, total debt, total starting debt, minus the balance left in your account, equals the amount you have actually paid. Okay? The amount the bank has recorded, or whoever you owe. Now, that 11,500, divide that by each sunflower. Okay, so let's divide that by 560, and that equals 20 sunflowers, 20.5, 20 sunflowers. That is why you see that I've colored in 20 sunflowers. But actually, if I had to say, 2,107 times this amount payments, and plus the extra payments that I've been making every single month. It's more sunflowers, but it's now not accurate, because when I complete my 100 sunflowers, my debt is not complete and I am confused. Okay, so we look at the balance. Look at the balance, minus it from the starting amount of debt, divide that by 100, by the amount of the you've put over here for the sunflower, and that's how much you have actually paid. I'm hoping that that makes sense. Go back, rewind it, re-listen to it, do it yourself, get a calculator or use your phone like me, and then you'll get it. Okay. That is how I am planning on tackling debt, and that is gonna work. I know it's gonna work. I can see it already going down. Okay, so basically I've paid 21,500 now, and I'm gonna color in my other sunflowers using just my crayons, as you can see. And basically that is it, guys. The course is done. I really hope you enjoyed it. We do have a giveaway. Comment down below if you are excited for the actual full-blown course that I will also be launching in the course of this year. It's also going to cover investments. It's also going to cover insurance. It's also a kind of retirement fund, and also starting a business. We are also working on a course for anyone who's a small business owner, even if you're just an influencer and you make money from, influencing, or you sell things or whatever, on how to build an online brand and a business and things like that. So there's a lot of things coming to Noma's Diary. Women empowerment. I want women to be bosses. I want women to manage their finances. I want you to be the best version of yourself every single day. You don't have to compare yourself with anyone. You just have to work on yourself. Okay. Now, let's talk about the giveaway. Okay, I will have the post already up on my Instagram page talking about how to enter the giveaway. So what you'll win is a Year of Abundance planner. And then you'll win a candle. And then you'll win an A7 size binder, a wallet size binder. It's gonna come with envelopes inside, zip envelopes that are A7 size. And yeah, you didn't know we have this, did you? So comment down below if you want me to launch these as well. I currently am using the white one. Let me find it for you so I can show you. I think that's the one I would actually launch. It's so beautiful and so cute. 1 second. Okay, this is the white one that I am using. I made my own envelopes, as you can see over here, but I will be doing the zip envelopes just because this is a lot of work and I don't want to be doing a lot of work. So we will be launching these. Comment down below which color you would like. I'm currently using the white one. I really like it. And this one will be for the giveaway. So to the lucky person who's going to get our first sample of the A7 envelopes, A7 binders, but also their wallet size. So what's nice is that this one fits very nicely in my handbag and I can travel with it everywhere. As you can see, it's got my bank cards over here that I use, and my Clicks card, because when I put petrol, I have to use Clicks to get those e-bucks and get the Clicks points as well. So yeah, that is the giveaway. It's a beautiful giveaway. So the rules are, you have to obviously be subscribed and follow my Instagram page. Then you have to comment on the picture on Instagram. So this picture right here of this will be on my Instagram page. Comment down below what is your main financial goal, and also tag a friend. So just tag one friend and comment down what is your main financial goal for 2023. What is your main financial goal for 2023? The reason why I'm doing that, making it like that easy, is so you can remind yourself what is your main financial goal for 2023. Okay, and tag one friend. I'll leave the rules there and also on Instagram as well. So you'll find this post about this giveaway and you'll comment on it on what is your main financial goal for 2023 and tag one friend. Then we're going to pick a winner. It's going to be very fair. I'm going to record how we pick a winner. It's going to be a lucky draw basically. And yeah, this will be yours. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and please do subscribe if you haven't. Yes, we will be doing monthly resets. I know some people are like, I really enjoyed these videos, are you still going to be doing monthly resets? Yes, absolutely we will. Monthly resets consist of my budgeting and my goals, which is nice, and then I also do a budget with me video every single month as well. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.